There are two more volumes that have to be subtracted from this building shell that are, unsurprisingly, the stairwell volumes, right? So, if I paste in place, this is the component we use. I'm just going to move this aside. This is the component we use to create that void in the middle of the building. You could also have done that, yes, with floors, modeling the shape of the floor, but we're going after an understanding, a volumetric understanding of the building that we're dealing with. So that's why I'm describing it in this way. Anyway, let us create a view, a scene, I'm going to turn off all the layers that have geometry. Why did that happen? Because these are the results of a subtraction. Oh, they're on layer 0. So let's move these solid groups. There's a difference between this shape and the original floor slab. So I'm going to move that to the roof. Is that right? Yeah. This is the third floor. Floor slab 3. And that's floor slab 2. All right. In plan, the stairs are flanking these to the sides of that opening. So we need a drawing that shows those stairs. I think we have the Sanborn map image that we can use just to locate the stair. Did this for one of the studios, senior studio students, so let's try to find Sanborn. If I go to a handouts folder for building shells, a Sanborn representation of the Berkeley Street building. All right. Let's look at both of these. This is the drawing before modifying it. This is downloaded from maps, mapjunction.com. So I then created an orthographic representation by just sort of cropping to this area and rotating it. So if I look at the orthographic, there's the orthograph, right? So I need that image, and I'm going to import it as a PNG image. Let me copy it from where it was to my folder. There's Berkeley orthographic. I'm going to copy it to 234 SketchUp modeling. Fine. Okay, import it. And I'm going to place it and then scale it. So, let's see how wide that's supposed to be. I think it's 104 feet from here to there. Yeah. In order to scale an image, this is something you want to be able to do. You need first to explode it, double click, make it a group, and then edit that group. Take the tape measure to it again, measure something whose length you know, and type in that length, 104 feet. And it asks if you want to resize it. Do, positive, right? So why we're doing that? Because that's going to help us locate the stairwells. I'm just moving that beneath this drawing. Let's go to the top view. Okay, I mean it's not terribly precise, but it's close enough that might be, so stairs are on either side of that volume. So I'm going to create now a shape. It's roughly the outline of that stairwell volume. So those are the two exits from the building. Let's push that to a height again. Let's just call it 100 feet. And this actually goes through the entire building. Triple click. Make it a component. Let's call this stairwell volume 1. The other one's going to be identical. It's just on the other side of the make a copy of it. Tap on the red axis. More or less. Go to top view. Move it closer to the openings. Let's go to also graphic view, and now if we turn on the slabs, you see we have new volumes from which these guys are going to be subtracted. So you would start one at a time, because these actually go through the ground floor as well. Let me make a layer for stairwell volumes, even though I'm not going to. Stairwell 1, stairwell 2, Probably don't. So how would I go about doing this? Again, only solid tools only work on 2 volumes at a time, so you need to have open only a single one. So I'm going to select that, Tool, Solid Tools, Subtract from, first let me copy it in place, because I'm going to need it multiple times. And then Tools, Subtract from that. Alright? Tools, Subtract, takes a minute for it to, okay, so you're going to do that for each floor. I'm going to pause this and then show you the result of it afterwards. I'm just recording the steps as we go here. And I'm moving that result to, because that's the difference, the floor slab 2. Turn off its visibility. Turn on the visibility of floor slab 3. Edit, paste those volumes back in place. Select the first. Tools, Solid Tools, Subtract. Tools, Solid Tools, Subtract. Move that to floor slab 3. Turn off the visibility of floor slab 3. And then, yeah, we do need those openings that go through to the roof, right? Paste in place the 2 volumes. And subtract each from roof. Roof doesn't have the thickness that we want it to have, so we'll have to fix that at a later time. Subtract. Select the first volume, Tool, Solid Tool, Subtract. This is, again, these are alternate methods of looking at this. Not the only way to do this. If you have your drawings in order before you start, you could probably model the floor slabs with the appropriate open areas already excised from the floor slabs. Finally, move that to the roof because that's where that lives. Let's turn off the visibility of the we never put this on. Let's make a layer graphic Sanborn map. I'm going to take that and move it to that layer and then hide it. And then that is, oh, we don't have that on a layer, do we? There are two instances. Let's put that on the AutoCAD plan under that. What's that? There's a plan drawing. There's an extra copy of it. All right. Okay, so this is in order to illustrate what we've done. I'm going to incrementally turn each layer back on. So floor slab 1, floor slab 1 just has the two openings that lead through, because the stairs, in order to exit the building, there needs to be an exit discharge associated with these volumes. So let me see if I can illustrate. If I paste back in place the two stair volumes, somewhere at the basement level there's a horizontal exit that leads to either side of the building, right? So as I turn back, let me put these guys on the layers I made for them. Stairwell 1, I started with that stairwell 1. And that one goes to stairwell 2. So those are solids that represent that vertical volume. So now I can turn those off, and as I turn on floor slab 2, floor slab 3, and the roof, that's very much our building representation. If I turn the walls on, we get a sense of the building. The next lesson, which will be lesson 7, no, this is lesson 7, the one after that. So let's save this as file, save as. Lesson 7, stairwells. We'll try to give it a meaningful name. In the next lesson, which will be lesson 8, I'm going to talk about solar north, right? The exposures to natural light are going to be significant for this building, and we'll deal with those in lesson 8.